This is ANN News Brief.
Good afternoon. I'm Lucy Ademi. Ethiopia's Minister for Water and Irrigation, Seleshi Bekele, says more than 500,000 persons have been affected by severe flooding in the country, with some places recording its highest rains in 100 years. The floods have killed livestock, destroyed crops, and damaged homes and public infrastructure. Neighboring Sudan has also been hit by severe flooding caused by more than usual seasonal rains. The levels of the River Nile have been at their highest in a century. Bekele says at least 200,000 persons have been left homeless by the floods, which have swept through at least 5 of Ethiopia's 10 regions. The government says it has started helicopter missions to provide relief to the worst affected areas as the situation worsened in recent days. The United Nations International Organization for Migration said on Tuesday 24 migrants and refugees on board a rubber boat have drowned after their boat capsized as they tried to cross from Libya to Europe. 3 boats were said to have departed from Libya's Zawiya on Sunday night. The Libyan Coast Guard found 45 persons on board 2 boats and brought them back, but the 3rd boat had capsized. RAM Safa Nzeli said at a Geneva briefing, quote, 2 bodies were retrieved and very few survivors have reported so. RAM staff at the disembarkation point, so at least 22 others have perished, end quote. Hundreds die each year on the Mediterranean passage. Last month, 45 Africans perished off the Libyan coast in the biggest shipwreck this year. We'll be right back.
We are on the road every day, canvassing throughout Africa for news you really need. We follow this story everywhere, from every corner of Nigeria to the wide African expanse. We bring you what's making headlines. We connect you with news you can use. ANN, African News Network, in a truly African spirit.
Kenya and Tanzania have resolved a standing row over coronavirus. The 2 East African nations have been locked in a diplomatic standoff for 4 months now. Kenya had blocked Tanzanian truck drivers from entering the country in May because it feared Tanzania was not transparent on how it dealt with the COVID-19 pandemic. Tanzania had not published figures of COVID-19 cases in months. President John Magufuli had also declared his country was coronavirus-free in June. The disagreement on the coronavirus protocol caused Kenya to exclude Tanzania from the list of countries whose nationals will be allowed entry under the revised coronavirus restrictions. Tanzania retaliated by banning Kenyan Airlines from its airspace and nullified approval for some Kenyan airlines. The country maintained it will not lift the ban unless air travelers from Tanzania are accorded the same treatment as those on the list. Well, the tension seems to be cooling off now. Kenya has included Tanzania on the list of countries whose travelers are exempted from mandatory quarantine upon arrival. Kenya has recorded more than 36,000 COVID-19 cases and at least 600 fatalities. That is ANN News Brief at 1. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I am Lucy Ademi.